Can you give me a description of the Sisyphus table?
Sure, Russ. The Sisyphus table is a kinetic sculpture that merges art and technology, creating patterns in sand beneath a glass top. It uses a metal ball that rolls through the sand, guided by a magnet beneath, and it's controlled by a computer to create intricate designs. It's like a modern Zen garden that can be used as a functional table while also providing a dynamic visual experience. The designs can often be changed, making it both interactive and mesmerizing. What do you think of that concept?
Can you give that translation to me?
You're welcome. If you're curious about more artistic creations or tech, feel free to ask. Or if you want to dive into another topic like smart home automation or your favorite band Fish, I'm here.
No, I need you to give me that same description in Romanian.
Of course, Russ. Here's how you describe the Sisyphus table in Romanian. Masa, Sisyphus, este o sculptură cinematică care combină arta cu tehnologia, creând modele în nisip sub un blat de sticlă. Folosește o bilă de metal care se rostogolește prin nisip, ghidată de un magnet de desubt, controlată de un computer pentru a crea desene complexe. Este ca o grădină zen modernă, care poate fi folosită ca masă funcțională, oferind în același timp o experiență vizuală dinamică. Modelele pot fi adesea schimbate, făcând-o interactivă și hipnotizantă. How does that suit your needs?
That sounded great. Can you do one in Spanish?
Certainly, Russ. In Spanish, the description of the Sisyphus table would go like this. La mesa. Sisyphus es una escultura cinética que fusiona arte y tecnología, creando patrones en arena bajo de una tapa de vidrio. Utiliza una bola de metal que rueda por la arena, guiada por un imán debajo, controlada por una computadora para crear diseños intrincados. Es como un jardín zen moderno que puede ser utilizado como una mesa funcional mientras proporciona una experiencia visual dinámica. Los diseños pueden cambiarse a menudo, lo que la hace interactiva y fascinante. Does that cover what you were looking for?
Yeah, do the same thing in Filipino.
Sure thing, Russ. Here's the description in Filipino. Ang Sisyphus table ay isang kinetic sculpture na pinagsasama ang sining at teknolohiya. Lumilikha ng mga pattern sa buhangin sa ilalim ng isang glass top. Gumagamit ito ng metal na bola na gumugulong sa buhangin, na ginagabayan ng isang magnet sa ilalim, at kinokontrol ng isang computer para makalikha ng komplikadong disenyo. Ito'y parang isang modernong Zen garden na maaring gamitin bilang isang functional na mesa habang nagbibigay din ng isang dinamikong visual na karanasan. Ang mga disenyo ay madalas na nababago. Ginagawa itong nakakaengganyo at nakakabighani. Hope this is what you were expecting.
I really don't speak Filipino, so I'm not sure if you gave me the right information, but I trust you.
I appreciate your trust, Russ. If you ever need that description verified or need anything else translated, I'm here to help. Just let me know.
Give me that description in Japanese.
Absolutely. Here's that description in Japanese. Sisyphusテーブルは、ガラスの天板の下に模様を作るアートと技術を融合させた運動彫刻です。金属製の玉が砂の中を転がり、下にある磁石によって導かれ、コンピューターで複雑なデザインを作成します。それは、現代の前提のようで、機能的なテーブルとして使用しながら、ダイナミックな視覚体験を提供します。デザインは頻繁に変更することができ、インタラクティブで魅力的です。Let me know if there's anything more you'd like to explore.
Do one more in Chinese for me.
Certainly, Russ. Here's the description in Chinese. 西西弗斯桌是一种动力雕塑，它将艺术和技术结合在一起，在玻璃顶下的沙子中创造图案。它使用一个金属球在沙子中滚动，由下面的磁铁引导，并由计算机控制来创造复杂的设计。它就像一个现代版的禅园，可以作为功能性的桌子使用，同时提供动态的视觉体验。设计经常可以更改，使它既互动又迷人。I hope this helps with whatever you're planning.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Russ. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Enjoy your day.
Give me that same description in French.
Of course, here it is in French. La table de Sisyphe est une sculpture cinétique qui combine l'art et la technologie pour créer des motifs dans le sable sous une plaque de verre. Elle utilise une bille métallique qui roule dans le sable, guidée par un aimant situé en dessous, et contrôlée par un ordinateur pour réaliser des dessins complexes. C'est comme un jardin zen moderne qui peut servir de table fonctionnelle tout en offrant une expérience visuelle dynamique. Les motifs peuvent être fréquemment modifiés, ce qui la rend interactive et captivante. Let me know if there's anything else that interests you.
Try one in German.
Sure, here's the description in German. Der Sisyphus-Tisch ist eine kinetische Skulptur, die Kunst und Technologie verbindet, um Muster im Sand unter einer Glasplatte zu erzeugen. Er verwendet eine Metallkugel, die durch den Sand rollt, von einem Magneten darunter geführt und von einem Computer gesteuert wird, um komplexe Designs zu erstellen. Es ist wie ein moderner Zen-Garten, der als funktioneller Tisch dient und gleichzeitig ein dynamisches visuelles Erlebnis bietet. Die Muster können oft geändert werden, was ihn interaktiv und faszinierend macht. Anything else you'd like to know or translate? Just let me know.
Yeah, try one in Farsi.
Alright, here's the description in Farsi. میز سیزیفوس یک مجسمه متحرک است که هنر و تکنولوژی را با یکدیگر ترکیب می‌کنند تا الگوهایی را در زیر یک صفحه شیشه‌ای روی شن ایجاد کنند. از یک توپ فلزی استفاده می‌کنند که در شنها غلط می‌زنند، توسط آهنربایی در زیر هدایت می‌شود و توسط کامپیوتر برای خلق طرح‌های پیچیده کنترل می‌شود. این مانند یک باغ زن مدرن است که می‌توان به عنوان یک میز کاربردی استفاده شود، در حالی که تجربه بصری پویا را فراهم می‌آورد. الگوها می‌توانند به طور مکرر تغییر کنند که آن را تعاملی و جذاب می‌کنند. I hope this is helpful for you.
Now do Italian.
Certainly, here it is in Italian. Il tavolo di Sisifo è una scultura cinetica che combina arte e tecnologia, creando modelli nella sabbia sotto un piano di vetro. Utilizza una sfera metallica che rotola nella sabbia, guidata da un magnete sottostante e controllata da un computer per creare disegni complessi. È come un giardino zen moderno che può essere utilizzato come tavolo funzionale mentre fornisce un'esperienza visiva dinamica. I disegni possono essere cambiati frequentemente, rendendola interattiva e affascinante. Let me know if you need anything else.
Try it in Hindi.
Of course, here's the description in Hindi. सिसिफ्स टेबल एक गतिशील मूर्तिकला है जो कला और प्रौद्योगिकी को मिलाकर कांच की टॉप के नीचे रेत में पैटर्न बनाती है। यह एक धातु की गेंद का इस्तेमाल करती है जो रेत में लुढ़कती है, नीचे रखे चुंबक द्वारा निर्देशित होती है और जटिल डिजाइन बनाने के लिए एक कंप्यूटर द्वारा नियंत्रित होती है। ये एक आधुनिक जैन गार्डन की तरह है, जिसे एक कार्यात्मक मेज के रूप में भी उपयोग किया जा सकता है, और यह एक गतिशील दृश्य अनुभव भी प्रदान करता है। पैटर्न को अक्सर बदला जा सकता है, जिससे ये इंटरैक्टिव और मोहक बन जाता है। If there's anything more you'd like to know or discuss, feel free to tell me.
Do one in Russian.
Sure, here's the description in Russian. Стол Сизиф – это кинетическая скульптура, сочетающая искусство и технологию, создающая узоры на песке под стеклянной столешницей. Он использует металлический шар, который катится по песку, направляемый магнитом снизу и управляемый компьютером для создания сложных рисунков. Это похоже на современный дзен-сад, который может служить функциональным столом, одновременно предоставляя динамический визуальный опыт. Рисунки можно часто изменять, что делает его интерактивным и завораживающим. Let me know if you're curious about anything else.
Ukrainian.
Alright, here's the description in Ukrainian. Стіл Сізіфа – це кінетична скульптура, яка поєднує мистецтво та технології, створюючи візерунки на піску під скляною стільницею. Вона використовує металеву кульку, яка котиться по піску, керовану магнітом знизу та комп'ютером для створення складних дизайнів. Це нагадує сучасний дзен-сад, який можна використовувати як функціональний стіл, одночасно надаючи динамічний візуальний досвід. Візерунки можна часто змінювати, що робить його інтерактивним і захоплюючим. If you need more translations or have other questions, I'm here to help.
Yeah, do one in Canadian.
In Canada, both English and French are official languages, so descriptions would typically be given in either of those, depending on the context and the audience. Since I've already provided the description in both English and French, you're set for Canadian audiences. If you were thinking of something else or have a different request, just let me know.
No, I want one spoken like a real Canadian speaks.
Got it, Russ? While there's no single way Canadians speak, since it's quite diverse, many people associate a Canadian style of speaking English with a friendly tone and some iconic Canadian slang. So here's the Sisyphus table description with a bit of a Canadian flair. The Sisyphus table is this wicked kinetic sculpture. It blends art and tech to make cool patterns in the sand, right under the glass top. So you've got this metal ball that rolls around in the sand, all guided by a magnet down below, and it's all run by a computer to create these nifty designs. It's like a modern Zen garden, perfect for doubling as a functional table and giving off some dynamic visual vibes. Plus, you can change up the patterns whenever you feel like it, which is pretty neat, don't you think? Hope that gives you a taste of the Canadian spin, buddy.
I was kind of hoping to hear an A in there.
Ah, I see what you're aiming for now. Let's try that again with a classic Canadian the Sisyphus table, It's a kinetic sculpture that's all about mixing art with tech to create patterns in sand under a glass top. You've got this little metal ball that rolls through the sand, guided by a magnet, and a computer that makes these intricate designs happen. Kind of like a high-tech Zen garden, perfect as a functional table while it gives your room some dynamic visuals, And the cool part is you can switch up the designs anytime, keeping it fresh and interesting, There we go. A touch of that Canadian for you, Russ?
Okay, now do one for someone in Fargo, North Dakota.
right, for someone in Fargo, North Dakota, the description might go a bit like this, with some of the regional speech patterns you might hear there. Oh, you know, that Sisyphus table? It's this real neat piece of work that combines some of that fancy technology with traditional art. You betcha. It's got a glass top there, and underneath, there's this metal ball that rolls around in the sand, all directed by a hidden magnet and controlled by one of those computers to make all sorts of pretty patterns. It's almost like one of the modern Zen gardens sure is. It makes for a talking piece in your living room. And don't you know, you can change the designs whenever you take a notion to. Ain't that something? How's that for a Fargo-style description, Russ?
That's pretty awesome.
Glad you liked it. If there's anything else you want to hear about or discuss, just say the word. Always happy to chat with you, Russ.
Yeah, give me one for someone down from Alabama.
All right. Here's a description with a touch of Southern charm you might find in Alabama. Well, let me tell y'all about this Sisyphus table. It's a right smart piece, blending the arts and all that high-tech gadgetry together. It's got this glass top, and underneath, there's a metal ball that dances through the sand, guided by a hidden magnet. A computer does all the heavy lifting, creating all these intricate designs. It's like having a little piece of modern-day Zen garden right in your own home. And the best part? You can switch up them patterns any old time you fancy. It's just the thing to spark up some conversation over sweet tea. How does that sit with you, Russ? Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I'm too busy laughing.
Glad to hear it brought some laughter, Russ. Laughter's a good thing. If you've got anything else you want to run by me, just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, do one with a very heavy Boston accent.
All right, here's a Sisyphus table description with a bit of a Boston twist. So you got this Sisyphus table, right? It's wicked cool, kid. It's like this big piece of art that's also wicked smart with all the tech in it. There's this metal ball that rolls around in the sand under the glass, all controlled by a computer to make these awesome patterns. It's like having a slice of the public garden right in your living room, but without the ducks, you know? And the best part is, you can change up the designs whenever you want. It's a real showstopper down at the Packy. Hope that gives you a chuckle, Russ. Anything else you'd like to hear about?
Yeah, do one for the pikeys.
Interpreting pikeys in a modern context can be sensitive, since it's often used as a pejorative term for Irish travelers or Romani people, and it carries a lot of stereotypes. To avoid any cultural insensitivity, I'll give you a lively description that might resonate with the spirit of a traveler community without using any potentially offensive terms. Imagine this. We've got ourselves a Sisyphus table, right? It's this brilliant contraption marrying the old ways of art with the new magic of technology. Underneath the glass, there's this ball that weaves through the sand, as if by its own will, but it's all the work of a clever little device underneath, directing it here and there to make patterns as intricate as lacework. You can change it up to suit your mood or the season, a true piece of marvel to tell tales over. If you need anything else, Russ, just let me know.
Try one from North Carolina.
Sure thing. Here's a description with a bit of North Carolina flavor. Y'all ever heard of the Sisyphus table? It's a real piece of work, I tell ya. It's got this fine glass top, and right underneath, a metal ball rolls around in the sand, just as smooth as butter. It's all done by this fancy computer that moves it around to make these intricate designs, kind of like the quilt patterns you see at the state fair. It's a conversation starter, perfect for sitting around and chewing the fat with your friends. and you can change up them designs as easy as flipping a flapjack. Hope that gives you a good picture, Russ. Feel free to reach out if you want to chat about anything else.
Yeah, give me one with a Tennessee spin.
All right, let's give it a Tennessee twist. Have y'all seen one of them Sisyphus tables? It's something else, let me tell you. It's got a glass top, and right under it, a little metal ball just rolls through the sand, directed by something invisible. That's the high-tech part. It's got a computer that tells it where to go, making all these fancy patterns, kind of like the tracks a firefly makes on a warm southern night. And just like our Tennessee seasons, you can change those patterns whenever the mood strikes you. It's as charming as a front porch conversation. Hope that paints a vivid picture for you, Russ. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, give me one as if you were a drill sergeant in the army.
All right, soldier, listen up. Here's the Sisyphus table. It ain't your ordinary piece of furniture. It's got a glass top, and underneath that, a metal ball is on a mission, roving through the sand like it's navigating tough terrain. The ball's got its orders from a computer, making patterns more precise than a well-executed drill. It's about adaptability. Change the design like you'd adjust your strategy in the field. This table doesn't just sit pretty, it's a dynamic piece of gear in the arsenal of your living space. Now, what else do you need to know, Troop?
Give me a California surfer.
You're welcome, Russ. Take care and have a great day. If you ever want to chat again, just drop in. Goodbye for now.
No, I said give me a California surfer one.
Oh, got it. Here's a laid-back California surfer take on the Sisyphus table. Dude, check out the Sisyphus table. It's like totally rad. You've got this smooth glass top, and underneath, there's this metal ball that cruises through the sand, just like carving up a wave. The whole thing's run by this gnarly computer that makes the ball do these sick patterns, as chill as a beach bonfire. And whenever you're feeling the vibe to switch it up, you just do it. Easy as catching a ride on the Pacific. It's the kind of thing that just vibes with the room, you know? Hope that fits the bill, Russ. Anything else you want to know, just give a shout.
Yeah, give one to me as a dog would speak it.
Sure thing. Imagine a dog getting excited about the Sisyphus table. Woof! You see this, human? Sisyphus table. There's a ball. Oh boy, a ball. It rolls in the sand under the glass, can watch it all day. The ball makes curly swirly patterns round and round, so fun. Humans use a click to change it. New patterns, new trails to sniff. See, it's like chasing my tail, but I never catch it. So much fun. Tail wags for Sisyphus table. How's that for a dog's perspective, Russ? Anything else you're curious about?
I think Jethro would approve of that one.
I'm glad to hear Jethro would approve. If you or Jethro have any more questions or need a description of anything else, just holler. Always happy to help out.
Give me a description like Batman would.
In a deep, gravelly voice, channeling Batman. In the heart of Gotham, there's a table. Not any ordinary table. It's the Sisyphus table. Underneath the glass, a metal ball emerges from the shadows, patrolling the sandy surface with precision. Like the dark night through the streets, it follows a path laid out by an unseen force. A computer orchestrating every move to create patterns as complex as the city's own labyrinth. It's a silent guardian, a watchful protector of design. And when the night falls, the patterns change, ready to face a new day in Gotham. Hope that fits the cape and cowl, Russ. What's next?
Give me that same Batman one in Spanish.
Here's how Batman might describe the Sisyphus table in Spanish, with all the brooding intensity. En el corazón de Gotham hay una mesa, no una mesa cualquiera. Es la mesa Sisyphus. Debajo del cristal, una bola de metal emerge de las sombras, patrullando la superficie arenosa con precisión. Como el caballero oscuro a través de las calles, sigue un camino trazado por una fuerza invisible, un ordenador que orquesta cada movimiento para crear patrones tan complejos como el propio laberinto de la ciudad. Es un guardián silencioso, un protector vigilante del diseño. Y cuando cae la noche, los patrones cambian, listos para enfrentar un nuevo día en Gotham. Ready for more, Russ? Just signal me.
Yeah, do one from The Simpsons.
Doing my best Homer Simpson impression. Sisyphus table, drools. It's like this super cool table where instead of donuts, there's a ball rolling in the sand under the glass, making all these fancy schmancy patterns. It's got one of those computer thingamajigs that tells it what to do, just like Marge telling me to take out the trash. And you can change the patterns, which is fun because it's like doodling without a pen. Though, I wish it could make me a sandwich, but watching it is kind of relaxing after a long day at the power plant. Anything else you want to throw into the mix, Russ? Just let me know.
Yeah, do one as Disco Stew.
In the groovy tone of Disco Stew, hey there, groovers! Disco Stew's got the lowdown on the far-out Sisyphus table. It's got this glass top you can see right through, and underneath, there's a metal ball boogieing through the sand, laying down some smooth moves and groovy patterns. This bad boy's got a computer putting the ball through its paces, making designs that are funkier than a 70s discotheque. You dig? You can change up the scene anytime, keeping it fresh and cool, just like Stew's dance moves. This table doesn't just sit there, it struts its stuff. Stay funky, Russ. What else can I lay on you?
Give me one for David Bowie.
Imagining the starman himself, David Bowie, describing the Sisyphus table. Ah, the Sisyphus table. An enigmatic presence in the room, much like the ethereal essence of Ziggy Stardust. Beneath the transparent gaze of the glass, a solitary sphere embarks on a never-ending journey through a miniature cosmos of sand. Guided by the invisible hand of magnetism, its paths are as labyrinthine as the chords of Life on Mars. A machine, the maestro in the dark, orchestrates this ballet of metal and granules, creating ephemeral art that shifts and transforms, much like my own chameleonic shifts through the years. Always in motion, the table is a tribute to the dance of space and time, a piece of performance art that invites contemplation in its ceaseless twirl. Should the stars look very different today, Russ? Or is there something else on your mind?